Hi everybody. Today we are going to be looking at the task that I've assigned on Music First Classroom. The task consists of recording yourself on Soundtrap if you have an instrument at home. I would prioritize that half of the assignment, or if you have no instruments at home, I've given you the option today for playing with the Patterns Beatmaker tool. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is log in. My password auto-populates, but most of us have updated our passwords, so take a look at that. I'm using Google Chrome today. I think the software is supposed to be best suited for Google Chrome, so I'll click the software button up in the corner. If you need help finding it, see this little, I'll make it full screen. You've got the little red house thing. Software tab is right next to that. I'll click Soundtrap. Hopefully it won't work. Hopefully it won't have a hitch. It will work. I'm hoping it does work. Okay, enter studio. I'll press. The little thing's doing a dance. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. I was having a little bit of trouble entering the studio on a different web browser earlier. I was using Safari. I've switched to Chrome. Hopefully it'll work. Today, I'm going to press podcast, but because it allows you sort of an open-ended recording reference. Music recording is good if you want to play along with like a backbeat and then eventually add in different layers to a song if you're producing a song yourself. Let's hold off. You can feel free to explore this option today if you're recording yourself. I'm going to go opt for podcast, I believe. And then we'll try Patterns Beatmaker later. Okay, so looking at the studio here. We'll try voice and microphone. I'm going to allow Soundtrap to use my microphone. And maybe I'll minimize this a little bit so I can see what's going on. Okay. One more thing I'm going to mention before you start. If you want to play around with some of the background tools here, feel free. The reverb tool is good for making you not sound like you're, 3 feet away from the microphone or whatever. Like if you mess with the reverb a little bit, it'll give you, the listener, the impression that you're in a larger room. And actually, back in the old days when this tool was first invented, they used to take a big box, like a big carpeted box, with these hundreds of little springs inside of it. Like you would see inside of like a wind-up toy or whatever, and they'd have a microphone in there. So the springs would like vibrate when the sound, activated or went through the box, and you could sort of artificially create reverb. Nowadays, it's all used. Reverb is created through an algorithm, but so we'll be using some reverb today. For this recording. So I'm going to press record, and it's just rolling, right? So when you're doing this yourself, right? If you would press music, I think it'll count you in, but oh dear. So it looks like I'm having some technical issues as well. Let's go back. Perhaps I'll go for sound quality. Let's try low. And then we'll click on this, delete it. Right. And we'll drag this back to the beginning. I'll press start recording. Oh my lord. Oh goodness, that was terrible. I'm gonna stop that, right? So I didn't like what I just played. Let's hear what it sounds like.
Stop.
Go back here.
Recording. Oh my lord. Oh goodness.
Okay, so I didn't like what I just played. I'm gonna delete that. Delete And we're gonna try again. I'll go with my my standard, my go-to. Right. Oh, look at that! It already just it knew that I was done, and so that was pretty cool. Okay, so let's hear what it sounds like.
I'll go with my standard, my go-to.
Okay, and another thing I'm noticing is as I'm recording this, there's a lot of feedback. Right, I was forced due to my internet connection to use the extra low quality of sound. So I'm actually going to try recording again, and I'm going to move a little bit back. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. Okay, some Krusty Krab theme in the morning. Okay, I'm for today. I'm pleased with that. I'm gonna title it something like something simple, and then maybe I'll put today's date. Which, by the way, today's my anniversary. Okay, we're gonna share that, and you can add my name if you want to share the project with me. So okay, never mind. Do not try to share it with me because I think since I'm this person, they won't let me share it with myself. Go to export. Export project is MP3 file. So a lot of people saw this warning last time and were like, "It's not working." Don't worry, it's working. It just takes a minute to mix whatever that means in terms of using music first. All right. So in the meantime, feel free to hang out for a second. When you go back to Soundtrap, your project should be there. I want to show you, if you do not have an instrument today, what I'm asking everybody to do who doesn't have an instrument, to go to Soundtrap. So if I click here's my latest project, right? The Krusty Krab themes. So now it's probably ready to be exported to an MP3 file. We'll go back to that in a minute. If you don't have an instrument to play today, go to the Soundtrap Studio. Okay, you're going to click Music. And I'll make this a little bit bigger. There's an option in the middle called Patterns Beat Maker, which is pretty fun. Okay, over here, you've got basic drum instruments. You can add other instruments. Oh, it looks like it's already adding that's kind of cool. If you click add, it'll just automatically populate. And you can play around with this. Right, by the way, you got automatically have a measure of 4/4, right? Each beat, each one of these big like purple blocks is a beat. So beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. You've got 16th notes, which right, a little faster than I was counting. You can play around with the shapes here translate to actual sounds. Let's get it. That's pretty square. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm feeling that. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so anyway, when you're done with that, you can actually loop this and make a cool little beat for like 30 seconds or whatever. Oh wait. To turn off the looping, I believe you just click this purple box up here. And it'll play you. Yeah, there you go. I made a beat in like whatever, 30 seconds. Okay, when you're done, save it. Let's call it actually, let's call it something like your name and the date. That'll be much easier for me when I'm sorting through projects. File, we'll export it, boom. Oh, first we gotta save it. MP3 file, or a WAV file, whichever works best for you. Okay. Oh, look, there's a little thing that says the mix is ready for download. So let's click that. Okay, and it'll pop up down here, and I believe go to your iTunes. Just kind of live in your iTunes, or your downloads. If you need help finding it, if you're trying to upload this, you can probably click Show in Finder, and it'll tell you where the file is. So if I click Show in Finder, right, I don't know. I'm old school. I just drag it to the desktop because everything else is, oh, here's all kinds of beats. All right, and I drag it to the desktop. I'm pretty much set that way. And this file you can actually upload to my class. All right. So that's our task for today. You have two. You can choose one. Right. If you are not done with your podcast, prioritize that for today. This is for students who are finished with their podcast or about to finish and want an extra challenge in Soundtrap for today. Record yourself playing, or use Pattern Beatmaker to make a short song. I get emails from students sometimes at like 11 at night, and I just want to mention, I really admire everybody's work ethic, and I want you to know, like, I see that and I appreciate that as a teacher, because I know students in this school give it their all, and especially when it comes to their major or their art. So I recognize that, respect that, and I'm also going to say, just we've got a long year. If there's a deadline that I make that's not a feasibility for you, for whatever reason, send me an email and we'll have a conversation about that. Okay. I always have my phone on me. I get emails on my phone. And I'm here for everybody. It's going to be a hard year, so just getting that out of the way before I forget to mention anything. Okay, good luck with this. I'm going to upload this tutorial. Hopefully, watch it at 2 times speed. I talk kind of slow, so watch it at 2 times speed, and then we'll go from there. Good luck.